Hello, my YouTube page. Today is December 18th, 2021. It's Saturday. It's 8:41 in the morning. And this video is going to be a very specific video on a specific subject that might get a lot of other people that don't normally watch my channel coming along because of its topic. Um, it's about basically constipation and pooping, proper methods on how to do it so that you're not straining yourself. A little backstory from me. I'm going to mark in the description where exactly you can fast forward to where I start just describing if you're having issues, how you can overcome them or what might help if you haven't tried these techniques. But for me, I've never had an issue personally or at least until more recently. I've started to have more like problems or be more aware of what I'm doing as far as, to get my metabolism going and my poop out. When I was younger, it just came naturally. I never really got constipated. I was able to poop right away. I was the type of person that would poop before I was even done eating. Like that's how fast my metabolism was. But as you get older, stress and a lack of being able to properly regulate your digestive system in a manner that's comfortable to you and your body it starts to get a little more complicated to do, especially when you have jobs where you can't really just leave whenever you feel the need to go. It throws off your system a bit, and that along with other things, of course. And you start to have problems where, you feel like you need to poop, but it's not coming out. You might feel some pressure and straining here in your head and your neck even. And it becomes, it's not a good feeling. And so I've learned, you know, that I can basically manipulate my digestive system, my bodily functions, so that I can help regulate the oxygen that's flowing down. Because essentially, this is not scientific fact. I'm not backing this by scientific fact. I'm pretty sure if I were to look it up, that I would be proven correct with scientific facts that have already been researched. But this is just my own feeling of what I'm getting, because I'm having that feeling that I need to, poop, and I'm constipated and I can't, it's not coming out, I start breathing deeply into my stomach. So it's a very controlled thing up here. You have to tell your brain essentially, breathe into down here in my stomach, even up into your butt, your anus. You have to make the oxygen flow all the way that way, because essentially what I believe is going on is there's not a lot of oxygen flowing through all the way through your system to where it's reaching, your organs, in your lower extremities, including your anus and rectum and that, gut area. And it causes you to be backed up. You need oxygen to help flow things along within you, and so I start to breathe like that, and I notice, when, especially if I'm breathing like rapidly and focused to that area, it starts, I could feel my gut moving along, and I could feel it pushing out, and it comes once you get to that level of where your breathing is just going straight there constantly. Another thing that I will mention, other than the oxygen flow and focus down there, is to make sure that your butt cheeks are not spread out too much. You don't want you want to have, you don't want to put too much stress down there and force it. You know, you want to allow it to come on its own. Your body already knows what to do. It doesn't need you to stress it out. You know, you just gotta allow yourself to breathe and let it happen. So you know, if you have to sit off the toilet, get a little bit off the toilet. You know, bend down, even like forward bending, if you feel that feeling that you need to spread your butt cheeks, you know, in order to help it out or whatever. You can also bend forward, you know, like all the way down to the floor, even if you have to, and that helps open it up without putting like stress on your, you know, your insides. And what else? I mean, as far as constipation, those are the most, I mean, it's all about breathing. I tell my daughter all the time, like, just breathe. Whenever I see her that she's on the toilet, pushing, it's like, don't do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to force. If you feel yourself, like, forcing, you're going to cause a freaking hemorrhoid in your butthole. Like, don't do it. Just breathe. Allow yourself to breathe. Let it go to your gut all the way down. And trust me, your poop will start flowing. You just have to breathe.